Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Large Marge. You can look me up on Instagram at LargeMargeSentYa and also on my Snapchat, Marge in Charge. Today's video is I've got several stories to tell you. Ending with the reason why I have a rock in this little container here is the basis of all of the freaking stories. But let's start off with a bong rip. And also because I've been hanging on to it for like a week and I was waiting for another package to come in so I could at least have two things to open. But I've been hanging on to this thing for too long and I really need to figure out what it is. Well, I know. I just know that there are people lurking that also want a part of it. So anyway, this came from Hemp Base. I use code Koala. I watch Koala Puffs a lot. So I used her code Koala to get a discount on this. And it is a couple of hemp-based cartridges, and they're CBD isolate with some terpenes in them. And I got two of the same kind, which is the Tropic Thunder, which is supposed to be for focus. And excuse me, not to make you tired or anything else. These are supposed to be specifically for focus. So, oh, look at that. They sent me a 25 milligram CBD vegan gummy sample. That's so awesome. There's 3 of them in there. Hell yeah. 25 milligrams too. That is so sweet. So I got that from them. I got my 2 disposable hemp. This is what I actually ordered, was these 2 vapes. But there's something else in here. Like this was a present, and there's something else in this bubble wrap that I did not order. And it looks like tincture. It's orange cream, 250 milligrams of hemp extract oil. Oh my gosh, that is so awesome. It definitely has no THC in it, but it is a whole thing of the CBD, like basically tincture. Take 1 full dropper, holds 15 to 30 seconds before swallowing. Oh, awesome. That's so cool. I got this and I got gummies. And then I got the 2 disposable vapes that I ordered. So fuck yeah, that was a really good order. And it's got a cool little box here. You just open it up. There's the little pen. I don't think I have to. That tastes really, really good. That is fucking awesome. Hemp base right there. I will put some information in my little bio about this, but hell yeah, look at that. I can't go that long. That's fucking really sweet. So I'm really excited about that. I got 2 of these. I think I only spent 40 bucks on it because I got a really good deal on it. That's not even what this video is about, but it's so awesome. So I got 2 of the Tropic Thunder CBD vape pens. I got it for a total of $44 with shipping and handling, and my discount, it was $43.38. $43.38. Not too bad, hemp base. I'm really excited. And if y'all ever hear me talk about it, I love fucking tincture. It's so great. It helps with your pain so much. So to get this right here, like, I'm losing my shit about that being a present. So that's so awesome. Babe? Okay, he's not close, but he's really going to want to check these CBDs out because he has back problems like I do, so he's definitely going to want to check those out. And that was so awesome. I got so many good goodies. That was more than I expected because this story is actually about bike wrecks. Okay, you guys know how much I have anxiety and how I tell you all the time, like I literally see the worst things all the time. I can't even tell you about the latest bad thing that I saw because I don't even remember it because it was probably horrific. And I just saw it the other day and I always see bad shit. But anyways, this is kind of going along with that. I had sent out a message to a few of my friends just saying like, I know who hasn't had a bike wreck where either you have a rock stuck in your knee, it's just completely gashed open, you need stitches, your mom decides just to glue it up or something gnarly like that. So I asked several of my friends to tell me some of their bike wreck stories because I ended up being in the ER for 4 hours, and I'll tell my story last right here. So definitely I wanted to start off with some of the other stories. Okay, so I'm going to start off with one of my friends' story. Where is she at? Where are you at? And I had to get my phone out because I can't remember shit. So give me just a second. I'm sorry. Okay. Here's my friend Pam. She sent me, okay, nobody can ever see my fucking camera. Anyway, so she sent me this big long thing on Snapchat. 'Cause I'm always on Snapchat, Marge in Charge. You can always find me on there, just being ridiculous all day long, posting pictures from my kids to me to whatever the fuck. But anyway, this is her story. She said, I had a drunk biking accident on Mackinac Island in Michigan. The island has no cars, and the only way to get around is on a bike or on a horse and buggy. She said, I tripped over something while drunk, and I ended up face planting on the concrete. I chipped my tooth and bit both sides of my tongue so bad it was swollen for 2 weeks. And she said that her chipped tooth needs a purpose. And so she wanted to use it as a biking accident and not just as a drunken one. So she says she's going to revive that story into at least her driving her bike while she was in Michigan and not just fucking walking around on her own 2 fat feet. She's not fat at all. It's fine. Anyways, okay, so that was the first one that was fucking hilarious because she didn't have a bike story, but she sent me a story kind of associated with a bicycle where she was supposed to be riding a bike, but she was just fucking drunk. So that one's hilarious. All right, so the next one, they're really cool. What, you know what else I got? What? I got 25 milligram CBD gummies. I got a sample of 3, and came in free too.
What is it?
It's CBD tincture, I'm pretty sure. Cool. You can hit them right now. It's already like go. Okay, sorry, I had to tell my boyfriend about it because obviously I told him not to be in here while I was making my video because that makes me self-conscious. So anyway, Pam's story, that was so fucking funny. All right, the next one on my list is my friend named Brandon. And I did ask for these a whole lot last night, so. Okay, that one I'm not even going to tell you guys. It was really stupid. That one's just stupid. I'm not even going to tell you guys that one. Let me see if I can find an actual good one. All right, my friend Wes. I know he sent me more than one. My friend Wes, he's a really awesome guy. He lives in Fort Smith, and he's just a big, huge grizzly bear. I really love this guy. Anyways, Wes. He said, first of all, he said, I haven't been riding a bike since I was in the 5th grade. And I was like, no shit, bro. I was asking about when you were a kid, like your fucking worst bike wreck when you were a kid. And so he goes, oh, that kind of bike. He goes, I popped a wheelie once, came down wrong, flipped off my bike, and broke my left arm. I was also hit by a van while crossing the road. Lady hit me, knocked me about 20 feet, and crushed my bike, but I walked away scratch-free. What the fuck? These are so funny. These are so hilarious. Oh my gosh, that was so funny. I just put this up here so it wouldn't be so boring behind me because I'm in the dining room tonight and there's no pictures in here or anything. It's really plain. So that was hilarious. I knew that was going to happen. But anyway, yeah, he got hit by a van while crossing the road and got knocked 20 feet but walked away. But when he flipped his bike, he broke his arm. Okay. I'm sorry that I really do think that people's like injuries are funny, but you know, if you saw somebody flip over their fucking bike and that was like your best friend in the 5th grade, you'd have been like, oh shit. Ah! As soon as they stood up, you would have just like died laughing. So there was that one. Let's see. Caitlin. I think Caitlin sent me a pretty good one. Let me see what her story is. Caitlin. Okay, so she says, OMG, laid out on the side of the road on Talamina Drive. Thought I broke my back on a pine tree. Yeah, brakes went out and fucked us up. Other than that, I had a buddy go through the windshield of an S10 and he is perma-fucked for life. Watch out. Like, y'all need to wear your fucking seatbelts, and this is exactly why. But it says, she said, it's okay, he's alive, and that's what counts. While he was recovering the past year, we made his wheelchair, we made his a wheelchair accessible motorcycle. Cool. That's pretty fucking cool that that she's with she hangs out with a lot of I would just say bikers. They're not like a gang or anything. She just hangs out with a bunch of bikers, and I really only know her from Snapchat. A lot of these people I only know from Snapchat because I'm a hermit, I have anxiety, and I don't want to go out in the world. Tonight I'm going to the casino. I put on makeup and tried to look shiny, so hopefully I'll look nice for that. Anyways, all right, okay. Randy had a story. All right, let's see what Randy's story is. She said, I've only wrecked mine once, and I stalled out, and when it went down, I pushed off with my leg, and it pushed it into a grass ditch to not hurt the bike or me. So she was actually riding an actual motorcycle. I was asking for bicycle wrecks, but some of my friends actually had motorcycle fucking wrecks that they messaged me about. And they've always been gnarly. Like, this is the reason why I have such anxiety. Why do you not let your kids ride outside without their helmet and everything else? This is why. Okay, so anyways, it's just funny as fuck. I also asked all these people for their permission, and they were like, they didn't care if I used their stories or whatever. Okay, my friend April, who does lashes, and she does fucking rock. I'm just cheap, and I can't afford to get her lashes done. So my 17-year-old did mine. And this side is like flipped up, and she keeps blaming me. Anyways, so my friend April said she rode a bike without brakes and tried to turn into a street while a car was stopped at the stop sign. She said she rode right into it. I asked her if she got any injuries because she's just put laughing faces, and she was like, no, just shook. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you flipped over into like it was a stopped car, but like you flipped over your bike onto a parked car and you just got up and walked away. I'm just wondering if I was that person in that car, I would have lost my fucking shit. I mean, that would have been it for me for the day. I would have gone home, like said my prayers and shit, and then tried to recoup my life. That would have been the scariest thing, which brings to mind the time my sister got hit. My sister was like walking, and I think I've told this story before. My sister was walking, and she was going somewhere, like the mall or some shit. Anyway, she was walking. She got hit by a car, like a hit and run, where it like clipped her in the knees, and like she went down, but she was able to get back up, and she didn't have any, at the time, visible marks. But it was a hit and run, and she was only like, I don't know, 14 or 15 years old. I think she was walking to the mall. Well, when she came home, she was afraid to call my parents. We didn't have cell phones or anything like that. She's fucking 40 something. Anyways, we didn't have phones or anything. So she walked all the way home. And when she got home, I guess she called one of my parents because they weren't home or whatever. And like, I just remember them being really, really freaked out and not knowing what to do. Like my parents just didn't know what to do. Like their kid just got a hit and run. Do they just take her to the emergency room? Do they need to go down to the police department? Like what the fuck do we do? So I think they just took her down to the emergency room and got some x-rays. And I think she just had ice packs or some shit like that. But what the fuck? Don't fucking hit a kid on the side of the road and then just drive away. Yeah, this is stressing me out. I tend to ramble quite a bit, so I gotta slow down. Also, everybody's waiting for me so that they could go, so we can leave and go out for our night. So, next story, let's get them going, because I still have my story and the actual story that led to the beginning of this whole thing, which is this rock right here. All right. My friend, Miss Jackson. Okay. She said, "Woo, child, I ran under the damn gate at my cousin's on my cousin's moped. I thought I could drive it, but fuck no. That little fucker was way too fast for me. I still have the scar to this day." And I just laughed my fucking ass off because she rode a moped under a fence. That had to have been the most fucking hilarious thing ever, watching a little kid drive a moped under the fence. But anyway, she does still have scars, but she said she didn't have to go to the doctor or anything. Like, none of these people ever went to the doctor or anything. They were like, "Oh, it was fine. We just put a band-aid on it, put some tussin on it or whatever, and fucking moved on with our day." So what the hell? That was hilarious. All right, let's see. My friend Renee, she had a story. Let's see what her story was. She said, "When I was little, I was going down a gravel hill." That should be the end of the story because you know what's going to happen. Fucking lost control, flew over the handlebars, and skidded on my face down the hill. Oh my God, that would have been the fucking funniest scene. My little friend Renee, she's like probably 90 to 100 pounds, teeny tiny little skinny girl, but she is such an athlete. She does all kinds of stuff. So I could not imagine her flying over handlebars and doing like a face plant across the ground. That image alone is fucking hilarious. All right, I only have a couple of other ones besides mine, so you don't have to watch the top of my head just randomly looking for these people's stories that I try to save on my phone. All right, so next friend. He just blasted his friend. Okay, so this is just a friend I met on Snapchat, and he was like, "My friend Juliana wiping out on a scooter in downtown Fayetteville, LOL." And in our part in Arkansas, that's where the University of Arkansas is in Fayetteville, so it's really fucking populated with a whole bunch of little assholes, and they're running around, and they have there's a square. It's like a fucking 12,000 people live there or something, and all of them are college students. I don't really know. It's fucking hilarious. But if she wiped out on a scooter in downtown Fayetteville, I would say at least 200 to 500 people probably got to see that. So congratulations that didn't get fucking filmed because that's fucking hilarious. I would have definitely tried to have had my phone out for that one. All right, so the last one I have that's on my friend's stories is my friend Carly. And she said, "Oh shit, I got my ass hit by a car when I was 8 because I lost control. I was riding with no hands and hit a rock or a hole." She doesn't even know what the fuck caused her bike to go insane. Lost control, and my bike. So she said, and rode my bike, drove me right into the side. Wait, see. And my back drove me right into the side of a moving vehicle, and I got my shit rocked. Bloody knees, bloody palms, a scrape on my belly. Oof, take me back for a redo. So I guess she really got hit hard. She got hit by a car when she lost control. Her back drove her into the right side of the moving vehicle, and then I guess she got plummeted forward onto her knees, palms, and belly. She even got her stomach fucking scraped. So that's the stories from my friends of their different bike wrecks. Please comment below with your awesome bike wrecks. These are fucking hilarious. If I had gotten to see them, yes, I would have helped you medically if you needed it, but in way too soon in the hospital, I would definitely be joking about how you looked like a folding chair or something like that. I definitely would have made fun of you. I'm sorry. So, which leads me to my bike story. I'll tell mine real quick. It's kind of stupid and lame. I was riding on I'm pretty sure I was riding on the back of the bike. I was riding on the back of the bike with another friend. So there was 2 of us riding on a bike, totally not stable in any sort of way, form, or fashion. We're going down this road that's a dead end. It literally just went into the woods or something. So I see us going towards us. I feel like she sees us going towards it, and I'm thinking she's just going to stop because we're going pretty quickly straight towards the dead end. All of a sudden, I swear to goodness, this girl tried to fucking go a U-turn and a bike with two big fat girls on it. And as soon as she turned the bike wheel, we went flying off and I hit my right knee hip first, which took all the impact. It was completely ripped open. It looked disgusting. I mean, I was crying and bleeding and everything. And we're blocks and blocks and blocks away from my friend's house because I was staying out with her. And so she was like, get up, get up, get up. You're okay. You're okay. And like, I think she had a bottle of water because I remember a bottle of water getting like poured on my leg. But we didn't even have bottled water that I remember. Anyways, somebody threw water on my leg. It probably was fucking from the ditch, like right next to us or something. Who knows? But my friend was super scared that she was going to get in trouble. So she was like, get up, you're okay, you're okay, everything's fine. So I try to like shake it off, walk it off, whatever. We get back on the bike, we go back to her house. I don't think her mom was home. I think her mom and her sister went out like shopping or something. We were like 12 years old or something. We could be by ourselves. We weren't like babies or whatever. We were like 12 years old and I totally, like my leg was so messed up. And I remember just having to take care of it for like, I don't know, it felt like a month or something that I had to take care of my fucking knee. It was like gashed open. Nope, didn't go to a doctor on that either. Didn't take any antibiotics. I don't remember taking any pain reliever. I just remember fucking it being all disgusting and it taking forever for it to heal. So fast forward to when I became a parent and my kids all have bicycles. And last year I bought everybody in the household a bike, or 2 years ago maybe. Me, my boyfriend, my oldest daughter, and my two little girls, we all got new bikes or whatever. And mine's a beach cruiser, exactly what I need just to like cruise along a straight path with no rocks or anything like that, you know, just a really cool little bike. So I didn't really use the bikes very much when we first got them because we were living in an apartment and I just had it stored in it was just, I had clothes all over it. So I never really rode it. Anyways, babbling. Anyways, so we got a house and we decided to go on a bike ride. And I haven't ridden this bike in probably a year or more. And not that it's difficult or anything, but you got to kind of get your balance back together or whatever. So I'm on this bicycle, we're going down the road. We get about halfway down the block when somebody on the road calls out to me and they're like, hey. And so I look to my left and say, hey to them. And when I look back forward, I'm like going directly for my boyfriend's back tire. I don't even know. I don't know what happened. I just flipped over, fell down, hurt my legs, hurt my knees, my ankle, my back, my hands. I definitely went down on my hands. And that person saw me. Whoever that person was also saw me, and their kids were out in the street playing. So like 12 people just saw me like eat shit in the middle of the road. And so I got up really quickly and I was like, I'm fine, let's go. And like my boyfriend's like, are you okay? Can I help you? And I'm like, nope, let's go. No more. Like I didn't want to stand there anymore and assess the situation. I just wanted to get away from those people as quickly as possible. I was so embarrassed and like pissed off at myself for like not even being able to ride a whole block down the road without fucking falling down and almost breaking myself. So I didn't want to ruin their fun or whatever. So I was like, you guys just go ahead. And I ended up riding my bike all the way back around because I didn't want to go past those people again. So I went and I rode my bike around the other way to another street back to the house. And when I got home, my legs, my ankles, my back, they hurt so bad. I don't even remember what all was wrong with me. I think I did go to the doctor. I don't think I had any brokenness, but I definitely had to take some extra pain meds and was fucked up for like 2 weeks or something. Like, I don't know. I couldn't stand. I don't know. I was just retarded. It's really stupid. So, finally brings me to this, which even brought up the idea for this story time. And that's me getting a call from my daughter's stepmom 5 minutes before I picked her up 2 weeks ago. I'm on my way to go pick her up from their weekend visitation with their dad. Stepmom calls me and is like, hey, my middle child, Scarlett, just got into a bike wreck. I'm like, oh, geez. It's like every single time there's something else that happens. So I was like, okay, what happened this time? And then she was just like, I don't know. They were riding their bikes and she fell down and we think she has a rock in her knee. I'm like, oh, fuck me. Like Sunday night, I don't want to go to the emergency room on a Sunday night. Like the most desperate people are there on a Sunday night. So I'm like, oh, fuck my life. So I get there and she literally still has dirt and leaves and shit all over her. And I can tell that she just got into this bike wreck. And apparently her dad tried to remove the rock out of her leg and that was unsuccessful. And we actually think that he ended up shoving it down a little bit further into her leg. And so we go to the emergency room and like after she calms down, she's fine. She doesn't even care anymore. After she doesn't see the blood anymore, after I put like something on it so that, you know, she couldn't see it or whatever, we got to the emergency room. The triage nurse or whatever assessed her, you know, whatever, put a nice clean bandage on it and just let us wait. We ended up being at the emergency room for 4 fucking hours so that they could remove this rock out of my kid's leg. It's like an arrowhead looking thing. I mean, it's pretty good sized rock and the tips of it are like razor sharp. They had to, not only could they not get it out, they had to cut her skin further to get the fucking rock out. And I'm there for 4 hours at the emergency room, just losing my shit the whole time. I have anxiety. I don't know what to do. My oldest daughter came with me, so she's sitting out in the car. Like, I don't know, she can't come in because of the COVID. Only me and my daughter can go in. I was afraid they weren't even going to let me stay. So I eventually had somebody come and pick up my daughter and take her home after like 2 hours of her sitting in the fucking car. I thought they would assess her a lot quicker and get the ball rolling since she has an actual object stuck in her fucking leg. But no, nobody got called back for like 3 hours. Like no one. All of us, the same people, stared at each other for 3 hours before finally the shit got taken care of. But that was today's episode about bike wrecks. I thought they were hilarious. I'm sorry, I'm not going to lie. Even my own bike wreck, if y'all had seen it, y'all would have laughed your asses off if y'all had seen my bike wreck. I mean, my kids were like, oh, shit. Like, even I looked up at my daughter, and they're all like, they all had the most shocked look on their faces. It was hilarious. So thanks for watching this video. Watch all the rest of my videos, subscribe, click the notifications. Then I'm also going to give a huge shout out again to Hemp Base for sending my 2 disposable CBD pens that are super awesome. Take them straight out of the box. Ready to go. I also got to use the code Koala, so I ended up getting a discount. But then on top of that, they sent me 3 of their CBD gummies that are 25 milligrams, as well as this is 30 milliliters of, looks like tincture to me. I'm just going to call it tincture, but it's orange cream. So there's a huge shout out to Hemp Base. Thank you so much. That was so awesome. And thank you guys for clicking on my video. Come back and watch again. You'll always see more ridiculous. Did you see the fucking tapestry completely fall down? Another fail.